How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dagwoodz's Tonsorium. I'm Dagwoodz with the Shaving Cadre, and today we're going to be doing another shave with a new soap. This time with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Doppelganger. So this is the black label. They came out with 3 scents, black, red, and yellow or orange. Black is supposed to be an homage to Dior Sauvage. I can tell you I've smelled Sauvage, both the Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum, in the stores, in the duty-frees, and this is close. It's not an exact duplicate, but it is very, very close. It's a good homage. It's not meant to be a clone, and it's not. The other 2 scents are yellow, which is based off of Ralph Lauren Chaps, and red, which is based off of Penhaligon's Sartorial. So this is a vegan soap base. This is a brand new formulation from PAA. They came out this year, well, last year, in the last half of last year. This is the CK6 formula. So here's the soap base right here. It's quite extensive. So I'll give you guys a little bit of time to read that. But reviews have been pretty phenomenal for it. We're looking at people stating that it's the best soap they've ever used, regardless of soap type, you know, tallow or vegan. That it's the best vegan soap out there, that it outperforms the majority of the tallow soaps out there. So a little bit of mixture, but overwhelmingly, it's been positive over the performance of this soap base. So looking forward to getting into it and seeing what it's all about. By the way, if you're interested in how they describe the scent, here that is right there. Again, this is an homage to Dior Sauvage, which is an Aventus type fragrance. It's not the same as Aventus, but it's in that same mold. Something you can wear on a date night, something a lot of people wear it as office wear, some people wear it out to the clubs. It's a very popular fragrance. So what we're going to be using today is we're going to be using again, since this is a brand new soap base to me, we're going to be breaking out the Wild West Brushworks AMAC Game Changer knot again. It's 24 millimeter, and the handle was made by Wild West Brushworks. And then the razor today, since this has been getting such great reviews, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test it out with a straight razor. Today we're using a CV Heljestrand Mk 31 or Mark 31. So this is a different one than I used just a little while ago. So here's the other one that I used. So these are both Mark 31s, and they are different. All right, there's very slight differences. You're probably not going to be able to tell from the video. This one has a slightly thicker tang at the thumb notch, whereas this is much more thin. All right, this is actually a little bit wider of a razor. This is a full 9/16, possibly 5/8, whereas this is on the shorter side of 9/16, maybe even closer to 4/8. This has natural scales. This has acrylic scales. So those are the differences. My guess is this was made later. This is a newer model. Newer being subjective, or depending on your point of view, newer is kind of a misnomer. I believe the one I just put up was made in the 1950s, whereas I believe this one was made around the 1920s. I could be wrong. All right, preliminaries out of the way. Let's go ahead and let's get lathering. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're doing good. So, how did everybody's weekend go? Mine went fantastic. So, first of all, Saturday, it was a phenomenal sports weekend for me. Newcastle United beat Cardiff 3-0. Awesome. Best win of the season so far. Helps their goal differential. Gets them out of the relegation zone, which is where they were sitting. and put Cardiff in the relegation zone. So sweet. And then that was Saturday. And then Sunday night, of course, was football. And yeah, my Patriots pulled it out. I didn't think they were going to. Thought they had pretty much resigned themselves. I probably way too much. I did bloom this. Anyway, the Patriots did pull it out. And then the Saints were defeated by the Rams, although my personal opinion is that they got robbed over probably one of the most egregious no calls of a penalty I've ever seen in all my years watching football. So, strength of scent off of the dry tub is probably about a 2 out of 5. It's not very strong. However, I'm getting whiffs of this scent up to my nose right now, holding the bowl down here, a good 2 feet away from my nose. So I'm imagining the scent really did excuse me, the scent really did bloom out once the water hit it and the brush broke the surface. So I'm going to do my normal thing. I'm going to look for a specific type of consistency from the lather, depending on what kind of lather I'm getting. If it's like Katie's Bubbles, I know what I'm looking for. If it's more like a Declaration Grooming, I know more what I'm looking for. Just looking at the lather right now, it's a bit more on the Katie's Bubbles side of the house. That's not a bad thing. Katie's Bubbles gave me a great shave. It really did. So the different kinds of lathers can still give you, you don't have to have that creamy yogurt, high density, low structure lathers, low volume lathers to get a phenomenal shave. Some high structure lathers like Katie's Bubbles. Martin de Condre is another one that springs to mind. Both vegan bases, but I've also had some tallow bases that do the same thing. P160 is another one. Now, at P160, the original, this is the original P160, not Razor Rock's interpretation of it or version of it. One of the original Italian soft crops. It is tallow. It came in 2 versions, Tipo Morbido, which is the soft type, and Tipo Duro, which is the hard type. I have a little tin of Tipo Morbido, and that develops a pretty fluffy lather as well. And it's scented to your typical Italian marzipan type scent. And that develops a fluffy lather as well, but you can still get a really good shave, and it's got, one of the properties it has is it's extremely protective. That is one of the more protective soaps I've used, and that's one of the old originals. Now, is it as slick as some of the newer stuff? No. No. I think the artisans nowadays are really pushing the boundaries as far as what is slick. I think the only exception to that would be Vintage Williams, from what I understand, because I could never get modern Williams to lather. So that, along with Mitchell's Wool Fat, I just couldn't get the lather. So ready to go here. I'm going to go ahead and do my hot towel, and we'll be back in a second. See you then, guys. All right, guys. Might need to add more water. Yep, definitely need to add more water. Strength of scent did improve. Before I forget, I would say the strength of scent right now is probably closer to the 3 range. So weaker side of mild, out of the tub dry. Stronger side of mild, once lathered. Got another mirror over here. Checking the sheen. It's okay. Could use some more water. Well, it was a big one. I am getting lather absolutely everywhere right now. There it goes again. That's unrecoverable on the floor. All right. On this the other night, along with the number 7, I had this sticking really well too. Whew, yep, it's sharp. Yeah, it's just going right through 2 days worth of growth like it's not even there. So it's a bit easier with these lighter razors. To not use an excess of pressure. What you need to be aware of is your angle, specifically on these. Because they're like whipping a Ferrari around your face. It's real easy to make a quick mistake and all of a sudden you've got some pink lather. So, how's the soap doing? Because that's what we really want to know. Now, how does it stack up against what I used the other day with Katie's Bubbles? And it's a fair comparison because it's the first time ever lathering up either of the soaps. Kind of, since I did use a sample of Katie's Bubbles back in the day. But from that first pass, and just from that first pass, I can tell you that the slickness was at the very good level. I don't think I would put it quite as good as Katie's Bubbles, but that was one pass. Let's see how it does in subsequent passes. It very well could improve. Cushion was excellent, amongst the best. I've got lather for days, guys. Definitely overloaded. Much better slickness this pass. Residual slickness. Not sold on the residual slickness. Post-shave feel, I'm going to assume right now, is going to be excellent. It's got a ton of butters in there. They're good for your skin, so. Residual slickness isn't bad, don't get me wrong. It's better than most soaps, but it's not near the top from what I can tell. Not with the two passes I've experienced so far. That is not saying it can't get there. It very well might be able to. I'm just not experiencing it at this moment. And it also could be a water type thing, although this I believe was made specifically to interact with hard water. So that should be non-issue. To give you guys an idea how much lather I have left. And that's with a loaded brush. Yep, got enough lather for at least one more full shave. There's a little bit of dragging there. So residual slickness without water is okay. Not non-existent, but it's not phenomenal either. Put a little bit of water on there. And there's quite a bit of residual soap, or residual, left on the razor when you do that. That's an indication that there is residue left, and that I might not have this soap lathered enough to get the appropriate to get the appropriate shaving properties out of it. So. So PAA is a artisan out of Arizona, originally started out of Massachusetts. And its proprietor, Douglas Smythe, has not been free of controversy. We'll put it that way. This isn't necessarily the forum to get into all that. I wasn't a part of it, so honestly, I'd be speaking from a second-hand, third-hand knowledge point of view, and honestly, that's not fair to anybody that was involved directly with whatever happened a couple years ago. That being said, what he was accused of is something that does kind of bother me. However, because it didn't directly involve me, there's no reason that I was going to prevent myself from trying what is supposed to be one of the best soaps in the market because of that, even though there are plenty of wonderful soaps out there. So that's 3-pass shave right there. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean up. Alum. Let's check the alum, see what the alum says, see if it was a good shave, see if it actually did protect me in my bad technique. So I did feel my technique break down a little bit. Nothing there. There goes the slippery alum again. Not much, honestly. So the soap did its job. It protected my skin. Even though I was having a mediocre technique day with the razor, which is surprising. I'm usually pretty adept with the Heljestrand 31s, but just a little off today. That's okay. So I will be right back. I'm going to do my cleanup, do my post shave, and then we'll be right back with some final thoughts. See you in a second, guys. All right, guys, we're back, and had a very nice shave with PAA's Doppelganger Black. I don't think I got the ideal consistency for this lather. I think it was a little on the dry side. I think I was close on that second pass when I had an excess water on my face and I applied the lather. So next time I use this, I'm going to make sure I pay a little bit more attention to the hydration levels and see if I can't get a better performance out of the residual slickness. The slickness was very good, very good. The cushion was very good to excellent. Post-shave moisturizing was very good. I mean, my skin, even after the alum, my skin did not feel tight, didn't feel like it was drying out. It felt nice and moisturized. So, on the fence right now. Do I think it's as good as Katie's Bubbles? I didn't get as good a lather as I did with Katie's Bubbles for a first time use. That is not saying that it can't get better, which I think it will. Scent wise, it smells very, very similar to Dior Sauvage. Another soap on the market I know right off the top of my head that has that same scent profile is Oleo Soapworks Empire. That's a tallow base soap, a duck fat soap. That's in her canard base. But we're talking about PAA's Doppelganger today. So all in all, glad I got the soap. I enjoy the scent. I really, really do enjoy the scent, even though it's overly popular. Yeah, so good first impression. I don't think I did the soap as much justice as it could have. It's just going to take, it's going to require a little bit more use out of me to get it dialed in. So what I followed up with was some Ariana and Evans Grecian Horse Aftershave Splash. Kind of a different scent profile altogether. This is more of an Oriental type. It's more of a spice type, cologne spice, but into the same vein if you take away the citrus top note. Again, we use the Wild West Brushworks 24 millimeter AMAC Game Changer knot or Boss knot, and in the candy cane handle, and we use the CV Heljestrand Mk 31 and had a very nice shave. The razor was in good form. My technique was off. I did have a couple technique flaws. I almost cut myself. Thankfully, I did not. That almost happened right there. So, all in all, a little haphazard of a shave, but it turned out really well. Got a really nice one. This is definitely DFS Plus, not BBS, because I didn't go against the grain in a couple of spots. But that's okay. All right. You can find them at, you can find PAA at their website, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.com. It'll be in the link will be in the description, as well as Italian Barber, and I'll put any additional wholesale retailers that I see in the description. If you haven't checked out the Shaving Cadre, stop on by at www.theshavingcadre.com. We'd love to have you there. It's a great group of people, and yeah, just stop by and enjoy the company. Guarantee you will if you stop in and introduce yourself. You'll get a great reception. So until next time, guys, I'm Dagwoodz from the Shaving Cadre. Stop on by, say hi. Until next time, peace.